What is up, guys and gals? Space Unicorn here, bringing you some hot frag action. Today we're going to be checking out the newest game mode for frag, and that is PayLoad. And let me tell you, this game is fun and intense, and I'm going to give you a brief rundown of what this game's about. But first, let me get a good lineup in here, because there's two different ways you can run this. You can either run this defensively or offensively, and both are going to be effective. But I think I'm starting to figure out a little bit of a strat for it, which we'll go into once it's fully released for you guys, which I believe is November 10th, that you guys will be able to play this for the very first time. Anyways, the goal of PayLoad is to make sure that these carts, which I will show you here, the carts make it to the end of the map. If you look at the top of the map, you can see the bar. The bar is where the cart has to get to. You either have to slay and attack the other tower, and if you destroy it, it's slowed down, or you have to get your defensive lineup on your tower to speed it up. It is consistent and it is a lot of fun. But your end goal is to make sure that cart arrives at its desired destination. So the other thing to keep in mind with this particular game that makes it really interesting is that carts will regen health and their speed will change. This is dependent on how many attack cards or how many defensive cards you have in your circle or your opponent's circle. If I, for instance, right now have the cart destroyed, the cart is paused. If you look in the top of the screen, you can see the pause button, and now it has regened its health and it's starting again. But my Lucha's already on it. My Lucha's got that. He's got my back when it comes to that cart. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean. And basically, I can either destroy his cart or I can put a bunch of defenders on my cart and speed it up. I'll show you what that looks like here in a little while. Right now, we're just kind of focusing up on keeping our attack cards on this cart to make sure this cart cannot advance any further. There's also a lot of other things. The thing that makes this game mode, though, so interesting is the fact that there's so many different aspects of it. This is something Frag hasn't done before, and it makes it super interesting. Oh, just a little bit out of range. Lucky bugger. There you go. Taste Arkon. You may also note that my Arkon is now level 6. New character, new map, and review. So I figured that'd be a lot of fun for you guys. Now, in regards to this, though, what I meant by a bunch of things to take into account, the first thing is you kind of really want to figure out a good team for this, because there are multiple ways that this fight can go. By putting, as I stated before, by putting cards on your cart, for instance, let's say you run defensive cards, you actually can speed your cart up quite substantially, which I'll probably demonstrate here in probably the last game. Yeah, probably the last game we do, I'll demonstrate what it looks like if you run a defensive lineup against a standard cart, and I won't destroy the cart or anything like that. It's just kind of very, very interesting. It's something to take into account whenever you are running these cards, that, man, you can really do some fun stuff. And the combos here, guys, are insane. And then on top of that, I have to consider, do I want to destroy his cart a bunch and just hope my cart makes it further, or do I want to defend my cart, or what? Now, if you look at the top of your screen, you can see that I have my cards here. So now my cart has a speed buff, and I just left the circle. Now I'm back in the circle. Now I'm out of the circle, and Frosty Boy didn't want none. Actually, I'm going to see if I can kill his carts off a respawn here to end this match. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. All right, JB and Jet. Come on, get her. Yes! We got her, boys. We got her, and that's a nice little win there. So I'm not even going to cut this time, because on the test accounts, the matchmaking timer is super, super fast. It's just because that obviously you don't want to be sitting around waiting for a match whenever you're playing on a test account. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. That's pretty simple. And if anybody has an issue with it, I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing I can do for you at that point. Alright, so this particular one, I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to just kind of show you a couple of combination options and explain the map a bit more here for you. As you guys can see right in front of you, you can see the path the carts have to take to arrive at the destination, which is in the middle of the map. You'll also see little bunkers on each side of the map. Each team has 2 of them. Those are zones where your cart will do nothing but regen health and take no damage, because you cannot attack through those laser walls. I have tried so many different ways to get inside those laser walls. I've tried having the cart push me. I've tried getting knocked back into it by jets. I can't get into those laser walls, and it's very, very sad. It's tragic, boys. Tragic. All right, let's keep going here. Get this quarterback, and yeah. Oh, by the way, that number you saw there on the cart, that's no joke. 74 damage at max level to a tower from Arkon. This guy is ridiculous. He's actually been nerfed already, too, and that's the crazy thing. And he's still doing it like this. Like, dude, I just eliminated the guy's whole team. Yay. And as you'll note in the top of your screen, I have cards in his tower, so his cart is slowed down. You see the down arrow on the red line. That means that his cart is not moving as fast as my cart because I have cards in that little circle you saw on the cart. Basically, my guys are doing a better job than his guys. I mean, that's the way I take it anyways. But I do believe, guys, that it's time to bring out the ASMR, because you guys seem to enjoy it. We didn't do it in the last video because it was very important that we talked about Arkon. So let's talk in ASMR tones. Are you ready? Let me get my good voice on. Alright, quarterback dashes towards Arkon. Arkon does not care. He has 0 effect. Quarterback takes up 404 damage lightning bolt from Arkon. Arkon then wipes out the Bot Mama bots and moves on to Bot Mama herself. Bot Mama is getting these hands right now from Arkon. Arkon is truly showing what he meant by taking his power to the Frag Arena, because the Frag Arena was not ready. It was not ready, and he just got tempted to kill him by Crystal, but he does not care. Comes around and lights Crystal's day up. Alright guys, that really hurt my voice, so I'm going to come back to talking normal. Dude, this is just no joke. Oof, Fidelio, I see you. We're going to talk about the buffs and nerfs here also in the next video after this one, because there's some things that we need to cover, because a couple cards got buffed that needed to be buffed. But as you can see, I'm just going to hang out in this circle. I have a little double speed arrow right now on my cart. If you look in the blue line, there's 2 arrows pointing towards my destination. If I'm out of it, I don't have it. If I'm in it, I have it. So if I step right here, and we win. All right. Now the next one, guys, we're going to show you the other way you can do this, and this is where you run defensive cards and you get them in your circle to speed your card up the whole time, as opposed to offensive cards only. This is it's very interesting. The mechanics for this game make this game mode a lot more encompassing than other game modes that Frag has done, and that is just awesome. There really is no denying just how awesome that is. So we're going to run Arkon again because, like I said, new character, he deserves some reviews. We're just going to slay out some of these attackers so they don't get in that circle and slow my cart down. But you will notice now that my cart has double speed compared to his single speed. And if I float over this way, just a lovely little float, slay the JB, and I touch his circle, he's now slowed down. So my cart is gaining even more distance in between the two. And it ends up being like a quarter of the distance speed difference if you keep your guys in your circle the whole time. Now, it's also a plus-minus thing. So if I have more defensive players than he has attack characters in that circle, I'm still going to get the speed buff because I have more. It's very, very interesting and very, very intricate as to how this is going to play out. And there's going to be a lot of interesting team combos that you're going to be able to run with these cards, because it's going to come down to, honestly, at the end of the day, these lineups are going to come down to slaying, because there's one spawn point and only one way. So it's going to come out who's going to be the better slayer in this game mode, not so much who's better at attacking towers. While attacking towers is going to be very, very helpful, it can't be your one focus in this game mode because of the way it's set up, which is super unique to this game mode, and I truly, truly like it. I've been begging to get back into a Slayer style build because Slayer style builds are fun, you know? And by the way, Frost just got these hands. JB's turn. Bye-bye. The damage on this character is silly. It's silly, boys. It's silly. I don't even know what else to tell you. Like, there's no cure for that much damage. Oh, man. Jet, no. Oh, I just ulted. I'm way too high. I'm way too high. No. So his ultimate ability, if you guys didn't know, has a range limit. And I'm too high. Thanks to that jet not back. Also, the frag powers, which we'll be covering in the 2 videos. Actually, no, we'll probably do frag powers in the next video whenever we talk about the update. Yeah, those are pretty interesting. You guys will get to see what I mean whenever we do it. But oh, I also want to tell you, so Arkon's health got reduced. His damage got slightly reduced, but everything else is pretty much the same minus his ult, which is it's 7 seconds instead of 10 now. And the reductions were pretty minor. They're really not enough that he's still going to be really strong. Let me just shoot this little bit, and we have 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe down there, and I will see you legends next time. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye-bye.